Hi, everybody. It's Karen. I'm a hot mess. I'm sorry. I have been uh, busy this last week helping a very dear friend who had an unusual, crazy medical event. And it put her in the hospital, and she had a whole bunch of stuff, her spleen removed, and she's older, she's 84, so she needed help. And when she came home from the hospital, it was several days before they had a nurse to come. So I've been here in her guest room for the week, and I've been helping. And I'm a little behind on everything. Just everything seems blah. I don't know what day it is, but I was excited to know that it's July 1st today, and it's a whole new month, and I'm excited about that. And I'm excited to be here with you another month, and I thank you for joining me for sure. So let's read Courage to Change, July 1st. Most of us have spent far too much time feeling badly about who we are and what we have done. We may have been harshly criticized by others, or we may have simply lost perspective and become overly hard on ourselves. Today, we have an opportunity to stop that kind of self-destructive thinking. Isn't it about time we allowed ourselves to feel good about ourselves? It takes time for old doubts to fade and wounds to heal. Self-confidence comes slowly, but it grows with practice. We can begin by acknowledging that we do have positive qualities. For those of us who have negative self-critical thoughts running through our heads all day long, we can make an extra effort to counteract them with positive thoughts. For every defect we identify, we can also try to name as an asset. Some of us find it helpful to list 5 or 10 things about our day that we have a right to feel good about before we go to sleep. With practice, we learn to treat ourselves with gentleness and compassion. We all have many admirable qualities, and we owe it to ourselves to let them shine. Today's reminder, today I will make an effort to remember that I am a terrific human being. You know, we all are on this planet for a very short time. When I was a kid, it seemed like a very long time. It doesn't seem so long anymore. And, you know, we're all doing the best we can. You know, it took me a long time to figure out that even my parents did the best they could do. I guess somehow along the way, I thought that they were immune to mistakes. You know, they were superheroes and they could do anything and they should know the best way to do something. And then one day I realized they were just human beings doing the best they could. And it's the same with me. You know, I don't feel as old as I feel. I am. I still feel like a little kid, like there's something I missed. I missed a class. I missed the show. You know what I mean? You all know something I don't know. And that's self-esteem. That's my feeling that I'm not doing it right. I've made a mistake. I should have done this. I should have done that. And you know what? That's just bullshit. And it's a waste of time. And I'm wasting my life thinking that there was a better way to do my life. The way I did my life is the way it was supposed to happen, or I would have done it different, right? So life is short. And you have to, first thing, pat yourself on the back. We've gotten that far, right? I remember the day I turned 50. I remember thinking, oh, fuck, I made it. I'm 50. I have been through so much in my life. Oh my God, how have I survived this, right? Here I am, I did it. And I had this real feeling like a Tina Turner moment or something where I was like, I can do anything. Like, oh my God, it doesn't matter what people think about me. It doesn't matter if people like how I am or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but not really. I'm not changing my life because you don't like how I live it. You know what I mean? It's my life. And I want to be happy. And I'm going to look at the good things I've done. I can look at, listen, I've got a lot of people. Now, I mean, I'm kind of doing this thing. I'm out there in the world. I got a big worldwide audience now, right? This is a big deal. I've left the little arena of, my little Palm Springs, California. I'm reaching a lot of people now. Thank you, God. But some of those people are haters. They are mean, hateful people. And I have to just know some people are sicker than others. It's not their fault. They're doing the best they can do. But I'm not going to take it personally. And I did it first. I did. And, I'm one to come, like I said, I'm a hot mess today. That does not stop me from doing this. If I waited till I liked the way my makeup and hair looked, I would never, I would have never made a video. So I made a conscious decision one day that I was going to do this service work regardless of how I looked, if I was ready or not. I just pull over the car and start recording. And a lot of you that have been with me since day one know that that's the truth. Sometimes I was a hot mess. Sometimes I looked good. Sometimes I had makeup on. Sometimes I was crying. You know what I mean? I decided to be authentic. And to be authentic and to show up in the world authentically means you claim the shit that's happened in your life and you've decided to make it your best asset by helping others with that. If someone comes along and has been through what you've been through, you really have an obligation to tell them how you got through it. And sometimes it's not like I got through it like, Scarlett O'Hara. I tell people I got through it, but snot was coming out my nose. Mascara's running down my face. I'm clawing, right? I've got bloody knees from dragging myself. I mean, you do what you got to do. This is life, right? So there's a lot of bad things about me. I got haters lined up that'll tell me bad shit about me all day. I don't need to come up with any ideas on my own, right? I can just turn on my social media and look, people that don't like what I'm saying. I get that. For God's sakes, I got people, in my family. You know what I mean? It's just, that's part of life. And I am not going to get on that bandwagon. I'm not. It's self-pity. It's remorse. It's guilt. It's shame. You know what? It's my life. And now I don't let it get me down. I wear like a badge of honor. Like I fucking made it. Right? And I made it. And I'm trying. And I'm here, right? And I do that. And I look at myself sometimes and I think, you know what? Instead of going, oh my God, you know what? Oh my God, look at you. You're so tired. You haven't slept enough and you eat like shit. You quit walking. You should be walking. And I stop and I go, you know what? I made it, right? I made it to the age I am today. And I'm helpful, right? And I'm not going to do that to myself anymore. I'm going to look at the positive things about myself. The rest is bullshit, right? Leave that to the haters. Leave that to people with, and people want to say something to me about who I am and my authentic self. And I don't really care anymore. It's part of the beauty. If you're young and you're watching this and you're thinking, oh my God, I'd be so devastated. The beauty of growing older is you really don't care. It's like, you know what? Life means so much. It is so precious. I will not waste a minute of it on that bullshit. I won't. I choose who's in my life. I choose what I watch. I choose what I read. This woman that I'm helping right now, she and her partner are big news people. They watch the news all the time. If you know me, I'm not a news person. I don't do well with news because I'm so, what's the word? What do they call us? Empaths. I'm an empath. I can pick up things. I pick it up. And I can pick it up through the TV. You think I'm crazy? No, you probably are too if you're watching me. Sensitive. right? I remember one time I was watching, I don't want to make this too long for you, but I was watching a, a concert on TV. It was Queen. And it was, I don't know, you can Google this. It's a Queen concert. Is it in England? I think it's in England. Google it. It'll come up first because it was like such a powerful concert they did. And I was watching it. Now, this was years later, right? Queen's gone. Years later, I'm watching this documentary on Queen, and they're showing this concert from England that's like revolutionary. And I'm sitting there watching it. Freddie Mercury is dead now when I'm watching it, right? It's been years since the concert. And yet I was watching it and I got goosebumps. The energy on the broadcast was so powerful. I was affected. Like I could feel it. Now, don't tell me that hasn't happened to you. And yet that event wasn't happening. So what is that about, right? Well, that's the way I am. So I'm super sensitive. So I don't watch the news. I don't, it's the same with good stuff and it's the same with bad stuff. So I pick what I watch on Netflix or Hulu, usually happy stuff. I watch a lot of YouTube, TED Talks. I try to put things in my head. I've got podcasts of coaches and people that I like what they say. And I inundate myself with good, right? Because garbage in, garbage out. And I can tell the last few days being around this news, even though I'm not sitting watching it, but it's on in the room that I'm in when I'm caring for her, I'm affected, right? I get affected easily. So I get to choose what I tell myself. I get to choose to beat myself up or build myself up. And I want to challenge you to build yourself up. Build yourself up. When you do your evening prayer and you go to bed at night, try to find 10 things about yourself that you absolutely adore, right? And say nice things to yourself. Try to be nice to yourself, okay? It's a tough world. There's lots of stuff going on. You got to take care of yourself. I love you all. You are loved. Be safe.